War of the Mind 2. Hi, everybody. Welcome to In Blue Talk. It's Viv here. Today, we're going to talk about self love. Yeah, the love thing, right? The questions I really want to ask us is: do you know who you are? What makes you you? What inspires you? Who inspires you? The things you have concluded about you, where did that thought come from? What are you basing all the issues of the self hate on? All those external factors, right? That we've all seen either from magazines or from write-up based on people's own opinion. Years ago, I shared something with you. Years ago, my sister in the States took one of my picture and did something to it and sent the picture back to me. Oh my God, did I look flawless? Now you can see a few spots on the face. I was flawless. I looked amazing. Okay. And so somebody might see that picture and think, oh, I want to look. It's all fake. It's all fake. Don't kill yourself based on a picture you've seen on a magazine or something. They're all airbrushed, air blown, and everything. And you're there hating yourself. No, it's not worth it. It isn't worth it. We all have makeups on the external. And the worst of all is most of our love was based on the external factors. The car you drive, your bank account, the house you're in, where your postcode, the things you wear. That's where you think your love was based. It's not. Your love is not based on earthly things, on external things. Your love is based within you. The transformation must start within you into the outer part. If that isn't happening, then something is wrong. You owe yourself that much to love you. I totally believe that you can only give people what you have. I have come to realize that I thought it was only in Africa. Most of the women most of the women in Africa have been trained to love others and give love, but they were never trained. Majority, as I said, most were never trained to love themselves. So they grew up loving others with the hope that they will love them back. And they end up in depression and psychiatric hospitals because that love was not reciprocated. That love was not forthcoming. And you start to wonder, what must I do for this person to love? And what must I do for that? No, when you spend time on you, you love you. Whether somebody gives or not is neither here nor there. You owe yourself that much, yes, to love you. The manual of life reminds me that we're beautifully and wonderfully made in the image of God. If I start hating things about me, I'm telling God he made a mistake to create me because I would have done a better job than him. That's your problem. We always think we can do a better thing than God. No, it was the external that influenced your decision. But today, I have just come to remind you, my darling brothers and sisters, that your self-love starts you looking within you and bringing it out. Let's take a phone. When mobile phones came out years and years back, they came out as fat as remote controls and very heavy, the Nokias. I vividly remember that. But today's we have the iPhone 10. iPhone 10 is an upgrade from iPhone 8. And some little things have been added in the system, not externally, in the system. What are you adding in your system to be an improved version of you? We all spend time looking at somebody, oh, I want to be like this person, and I want to be like that person, and I want to be like that person. I share a little secret with you. When I was younger in the past, I used to tell everybody that I wanted to be Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, yeah. Probably her glory, right? I think that's where her glory. When I read Oprah's story, this is like 15, 20 years ago, I told myself I wanted to be a better me. I stopped wanting to be like Oprah, but be a better me because I owe that to myself. She became a better herself. She did not try saying, I want to be like Vivian. No. I think that's where we're all going wrong. We look at other people's gifting and how they have worked to get to where we are. We want what they have, but you never looked at your struggles. The first thing. So how do I become a better me? How do I love me more than ever? Forgive yourself. All the negative words that you've abused yourself on, things I hate, I hate, I hate. Start to forgive yourself. Apologize to yourself. Tell yourself you're sorry for pushing it down. You're sorry for abusing it. Tell me if you abuse something, will that thing like you? The answer is no. So tell yourself, replace it today with love. Love yourself more than ever. All the areas that you hated, see it as a work in progress. That I am working into my perfection. I'm not there yet, but I'm walking into my perfection. Every struggle in my life, I look at it, I said, I love you because I am walking into my perfection. When the fears come, I say, I love you, but I'm working to become a perfect person. When the situations of life come, I say, you know what? I love you, but I'm working towards being a better me. What am I doing? I'm upgrading myself, just as the mobile phones are upgrading themselves. You'll never see an iPhone says, no, I want to be a Samsung. Or Samsung saying, I want to be an iPhone. No, each one is upgrading itself and it's going, and the two are beautiful phones. They all have their issues. As I was saying, none of us are perfect. Every one of us have issues. Forget about the bank balance. Forget about the millionaires and the top stars and everything. Problems have no respect of money, of postcode, of what you drive, who you are, what you wear. It has no respect. Problem meets every single one of us at a point in our lives and at a time. It's you to determine on how you go through it. Some of the problems you cannot even go over it, neither can you go under it, but you need to go through it. Then you can turn around and be a blessing to somebody, teaching the next generation how to do that, how to become the best of them. You cannot give somebody what you don't have. So when you fully love yourself, it's easier for you to give love to any other person. Whether it's given to you or not is neither here nor there because you're full of it already. The next area you have to look at, surround yourself with the right people. Those who also looking at loving themselves even more. So what you do, you empower one another to become the best of themselves. The gift I carry, you may not have. Neither the gift you carry, I may not have. But we are all in this hour, in this time, in this generation to bring out that gift and be a blessing to one another. Not to envy one another, not to abuse one another, not to downgrade one another, but to support and be a blessing to one another. The next area you're looking, you can ask yourself is, what must I do and how do I do it? Look yourself in the mirror, stand. Love every imperfection. Tell yourself, this imperfection, I am working you to be perfect. This area, I'm working you to be perfect. What do? You push and push and push and push, and you'll get there. Self-talk yourself. Self-love yourself with the talks you're talking. Forget giving it to somebody. Give it to yourself. Appreciate and love you for who you are. You owe yourself that much. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not expecting any other person to believe in you. If you cannot believe in yourself, no other person will believe in you. When you believe in yourself, you start to go on with yourself. People will start to tag along the way. The gift you carry, you will go through the problems you're facing today. The issues, the worries, the betrayal, the stagnation are all part of your gift. What you carry. You are unique in every form and in every way. How you will handle that issue, how you will, if that is if you only you dig deep from within you. But if you're looking at the external and putting your eyes on somebody else, you'll never spend time on you to develop you, to become a better version of you. Just like the iPhone. The iPhone 10 is not sitting there and saying, let me look at Nokia and copy Nokia and become a Nokia. No. It's just keep moving from an iPhone 10. I'm sure now maybe we're on an iPhone 11, I don't know, maybe 12. They're just getting better. My darling brother and sister, it's time for us to move to better levels. Time for us to dig deep from within, bring it out, and become a better version of you. So as the upgrades in technology are happening, your upgrades are also happening. Why? You may wonder. Because the manual of life says, offer yourselves a living sacrifice. Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. If that mind transformation doesn't come in, you will conform to this world. You conform to the things you see and know that the things you see is what is supposed to happen, but that's not what is happening. That is not what it was supposed to be in the first place. People are doing that because they have their reasons why they're doing it. I'll leave you with a little joke and a story. A few months ago, my auntie called me. She was panting, so I thought something had happened, right? I said, what's the matter? She says, I don't know what's happened to her. I said, what's it? She went out, they were walking, and they just saw a bunch of people running towards them and said they're coming, a huge crowd. So she also turned around and started running and following them. And she ran and ran. That was her longest run ever. She ran and ran and ran. And at a certain point, she stopped. So she asked one of the ladies behind her, why were they running? She said, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. So my auntie stood there and said, I've been running for well over 5, maybe 6 minutes, and I don't even know why I'm running. They asked people around. People did not know why they were running, but everybody was running. We just conformed to what we saw and we carried on with the flow. And she stood and stopped by a friend and rested for a bit and took some break and called me. Why am I sharing this story? It's because that's how world is. We come in, we see everybody going one way. You just continuously go that way and thinking that's the right way. Maybe that you're having that many problems because that was never meant for you. But if you spend time digging from within out, you bring the best out of you. You would love yourself so much that people will even envy you for loving you. And you can teach the next generation a better way of self-love, a better thing of the love thing. For you and I to do that, we need to dig really deep, bring from within out, and be a blessing, not only to your friends and family, to the next generation behind you. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Stay with us. Check our website. Follow us on social media. And do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.